In the ancient days, humans were using elephants, horses in warfare. Moving on, many countries used a variety of animals which we have never dreamt of. In World War I and World War II, humans were using rats, bats, dogs, and pigeons to attack their opponents. In this video, we are going to see 5 interesting animals which were used in the military and are being used even today in the modern military. If you like this video, subscribe and tap the bell icon for continuous updates. At the end of this video, we will see some of the animals which received highest honorary awards and medals for their unparalleled outstanding service in the military. Number 5 is about bat. In the Second World War, American Army used bats as bomb. This bomb was developed by scientist Adam Smith under the project named X-ray. The US military went on to spend more than $2 million and more than 6,000 bats were used in the bat bomb test. The plan was to pack 1,000 bats in each of the big canisters and drop them in the densely populated places of Japan from a US warplane through parachutes. Once the canisters were opened, bats from inside flew all over the places in search of darkness and they entered inside the Japanese houses. Then the bombs were triggered to explode, and because of this explosion, it is said that more than 10,000 houses were destroyed and 20,000 people were injured or dead. Number 4 is about rats. The British military used rats in the Second World War. The chemical explosives were kept in the body of rat like small bombs and made to catch fire and explode. They have sent thousands of rats to the German warehouse and made rats to explode inside it. Because of the fire caused by this explosion, the German barrows and boilers were completely destroyed and burned down. Not only this, rats were used from the beginning to find out the booby trap that the opponent keeps under the ground because of their incredible sense of smell. One of the most successful bomb sniffing rats of all time, Magawa, retired after 5 years of service. The trained African rat uncovered over 100 explosive devices during his career. Nowadays, many countries are also experimenting on using rats as a nuclear weapon. Number 3 is about dolphins. In the Second World War, the American Army used dolphins in their tactical warfare. They trained dolphins in such a way that they were able to find the epic bombs thrown into the sea by their opponents. They are trained to mark its locations and return back. Not only dolphins, seals were also used and trained to locate enemy ships and help them to destroy them. Dolphins have been trained to perform several tasks including delivering equipment to the underwater personnel, locating and retrieving lost objects, guarding boats, submarines, and to detect enemy swimmers. Nowadays, American Army is using dolphins for spying on enemy water. People are continuously protesting against this practice of locking down the dolphin for training and using it for warfare, not letting them live freely, but American Army is still using dolphins and seals under the Marine Mammal Program. Number 2 is about dogs. Starting from the age-old days till date, all the military were using dogs. In World War II, Russian soldiers used dogs expansively to destroy military tanks of their opponents. They trained dogs in such a way that when the enemy tank approaches, these dogs will run and hide under the tank along with the bomb tied to their body. In the same way, bombs are tied to the body of cats. They are called as rocket cats and were made to target and destroy enemies' armed vehicles. A military dog named Kuno, who charged through enemy gunfires to save the lives of British soldiers fighting in Afghanistan, was awarded the animal equivalent of Victoria Cross. After losing his paws as a result of this, he became the first UK military dog to get custom-made prosthetics. Number 1. Finally, we are going to see about pigeons. In the Second World War, the British military used pigeons. In all the small military troops that underwent training, they have pigeons also along with them. They use them to assess the situation of their opponent's land, military forces, and the strategies to attack them. All this information will be written in a small piece of paper signed by that general and tied to the legs of the carrier pigeon of racing Homer breed, and it will be sent as a message. A special mention has to be made to 2 such pigeons which covered around 250 km distance in just 5 hours and delivered the message. 32 such pigeons were presented with the Dickin Medal for carrying message in World War I and World War II. A small camera was also fixed in the feet of the pigeons and made them to fly across enemy borders to capture pictures of their war camps. It is believed that if there is World War III, all countries will be willing to use animals, robots, and biological weapons in their warfare method. Let us see some of the animals which received awards and medals for their unparalleled service. Please do comment your thoughts about this. Until the next interesting video, cheers.